Now in Boston, there's a guy named Matt Siegel, and he has been on morning radio for 40 years. He's on KISS 108. Now, when I was living and working in Boston, I mean, Siegel was a force. And you don't last 40 years at the same station unless you're making that station money. So it's Matty in the morning. So this week, apparently, Siegel is a wise guy, but he's a funny wise guy. He goes after Demi Lovato. Now, I feel sorry for Miss Lovato. I met her once, seemed nice enough, but she's had all kinds of problems. And now she doesn't want to be known as a woman anymore. She's binary or something. Non-binary. I can't keep track. I'm sorry. So Demi Lovato has told the world that she's non-binary, which means she doesn't identify with a gender any longer. Okay, fine. Do I care? I don't care. Is it ripe for mockery? Of course it is. If you're doing 4 hours in the morning and your job is to make people laugh and be provocative, you're going to lace into Demi Lovato. Now, I'm not, because I don't do that. I'll mock you. I'll satirize you. That's why we had Water's World on The Factor, because we use that vehicle to do this. But Siegel, perfectly within his rights to mock Demi Lovato. He gets a call on the air, he says, and the management of the station says, stop it right now. You can't talk about Demi Lovato. Now, Siegel walks off the show and says, I'm not going to do this anymore. If I can't do the show the way I want it, I'm gone. Was Siegel being irresponsible? No, he wasn't. He does what he does for 40 years. It hasn't changed. So he's, I guess, gone unless they pull him back somehow. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is because this is where political correctness has gone. So Rock says it. Everybody's scared. That's why it's boring. That's why nobody watches. They're destroying the whole television and radio industry in this country. And don't say, well, go to Netflix. Netflix stuff is, I look at the menu, you know. Now, I have to say, I got censored at CBS News. I got censored. It wasn't anything alive. It was a report I did, and I'll tell you about it someday, that Rather wouldn't use, because it was an honest report on Provincetown, Massachusetts, and there was tension there between gays and the people who lived all year round in Provincetown. I did a fair report. They wouldn't run it. And that sent a big message to me about CBS, and I left CBS shortly after that. ABC, I never got censored, okay? Inside Edition, obviously, those are the wild days. There wasn't any censorship. Fox, when I went in for my initial interview, I was at Harvard at the time, and I came down to New York from Cambridge. I said, look, don't hire me if you think you want to tell me what to do. It's your network. You can do whatever you want, and I respect that. But don't pay me, bring me in, because I don't operate that way. I'm not having a manager tell me what I can and can't say, unless I'm irresponsible. If I'm irresponsible, then you certainly have a right to call me on a carpet, to use a cliche. And they never did. More than 20 years. I never got a call saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. Never. I never got a call saying, you have to say this. I had one shootout there over Mitt Romney, and while he was running for president, but it wasn't what you think it was. And someday I'll talk about it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad thing. It was just a difference of opinion about how I should describe Mitt Romney while he was running for president. I was a little skeptical about the governor. I like him. I think he could do a good job in Massachusetts. But there were some things that he was doing where I found he was wimpy. And he had to stand up against Barack Obama. And I made that clear. And some people didn't like that because they wanted Romney to beat Obama. And I said, I don't care what you want. All right, I'm going to report honestly. I think the governor should be much stronger in certain areas. So that was more of an intellectual thing than you don't say this. But I figured you'd like to know about that. And if you guys in New England, you know Siegel. Interesting story. Fellow Americans, I am concerned about the U.S. dollar. Huge debt, as you know. Will it stay as the world's reserve currency? That's why now more than ever, I recommend you diversify with gold and silver. And the only company I recommend, and have for years, is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I've personally done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. And they make it very easy. So call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold shot up more than 40%. Silver, more than 60%. So don't wait. Call them now. 866-501-5201. 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.